Hey, today we're going to be doing a guitar unboxing and review. And if the guitar I have in this box lives up to its specs, it might just be changing the conversation for best budget Les Paul. This guitar is from the brand Grote. Grote. We're going to go with Grote. It is the Grote LPS 023. I don't know what LPS stands for, but I'm gonna guess Les Paul Special because it is a Les Paul Special copy. 23, I don't know, maybe for Michael Jordan. It's basically an Epiphone Les Paul Special alternative for less than half the price. I saw this guitar on Amazon and it looked pretty cool, had a lot of the features I was looking for, and it came in under $200. I've been on sort of a P90 kick ever since playing them a little while ago, so I decided to check it out. I believe the price is at $180, but when I bought it, there was a 30% off coupon. I haven't seen it yet, so let's crack open the box and see what we're working with.
So we already have a problem. Unbelievable.
Let's get it out.
Alright, so we already have one problem here. This in no way is yellow. On the listing, the color I picked was yellow. I assumed that meant like a Gibson TV yellow. This is the Halloween edition of this guitar. It is the pumpkin spice edition of this guitar. Also, the knobs on the listing were black. These are like amber, like vintage amber or something like that. So I'm not sure if I got sent the wrong guitar or if this is supposed to be the yellow version. I don't know. I am going to try to continue on with the initial impressions and review. This is actually a pretty good looking guitar. The headstock looks pretty cool. This is probably just a sticker, not an inlay. You can sort of see the same texture, the wood texture right here. So I'm not sure if that's like metallic paint or if it is some kind of sticker that they painted over. I don't know. Actually getting the headstock a little bit closer, I think you can see that this is a sticker, and you can sort of see where they applied it. A little sloppy. So let's look at the specs. A bound rosewood fretboard with stainless steel frets and these cool block inlays. If I was assuming, I would guess they were just plastic instead of like mother of pearl or anything like that. These are a little bit longer than these over here, but what can you expect for $150? P90 pickups. The route on this one is a little big. It has a little bit of wiggle room. It has the Tune-o-matic style bridge, single volume, single tone, and then three-way switch. Pretty standard stuff for a Les Paul Special. Inside the cavity isn't too bad. It's really as simple as it gets, just a three-way switch, two single coil pickups, and the two pots. They have the cheap small pots. I'm not sure if there's really any significant difference, but that's just something to see. The work's not sloppy or anything in there, so that's good. Straight out of the box, the neck is a little concave. I should be able to get that out with the truss rod.
Alright, so first impressions. For $150, it's actually pretty solid. The only like glaring issue I see, the route for the bridge P90, a little loose. Some of the frets are a little bit longer than the other, but just like running my hand along, I don't really feel anything. So I feel like that's actually pretty solid quality control, because you could spend $1,000 on a guitar and still end up with these same issues. I've seen it. I don't know if that's anything worth crying over for $150. See if it's in tune. So just on that quick little test, there aren't really any spots where there's like dead notes or anything on the fretboard, which is pretty solid. The action is actually pretty low right out of the box, so I'm actually pretty surprised. It's a thin neck. I'm actually not a fan of the texture on the back of the neck, but it's really playable right out of the box. Alright, I'm gonna plug it in and we'll see how this sounds. Alright, so we're all tuned up now. All my tones, I'm using Line 6 Modern. So to answer the question, is this the best budget Les Paul? Absolutely not. But that doesn't mean that it's a bad guitar. I would definitely change out the pickup, the bridge pickup, and I would change the tuners. I had a lot of trouble staying in tune. I had to keep retuning every few minutes. It was really annoying coming from locking tuners. But other than that, it's pretty solid, so you can't really go wrong buying it. Unless you also buy this pumpkin spice orange. I honestly don't know what they were thinking when they came up with this color. Worst color in existence. If you get one of the other colors, you should be good to go. Definitely just look for a coupon for it though. It's actually gotten me thinking how crazy it is how far these guitars have come. Back when I first started, the budget guitars were terrible. You'd end up with like some Dean that wouldn't stay in tune. Action was super high, sounded terrible. So to get something like this for this price is actually pretty surprising. In conclusion, I think this is a pretty decent guitar. Is it a good alternative to the Epiphone? If you have the money, I'd probably just go ahead and get the Epiphone. But if you don't feel like spending full price, I think this is a good alternative if you don't mind changing a couple things out. It has good bones and we just need a couple of mods to take it to that next level. Since I'm not gonna keep this, I'll probably be testing out other Les Paul style guitars. If you're interested in seeing any of that, make sure you subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you next time.